Good morning, everybody. Crafting Journey here. That Journey Chick on Instagram. I don't feel good. I am withdrawing from caffeine, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I have a headache. I did buy some decaf coffee. It's okay. It's not terrible. I was hoping, because they say there are small amounts of caffeine in it. I was hoping that would help my headache go away. But it just feels good to have that cup of coffee in my hand, right? Right. I'm gonna live. Honest to God, I will. But no chest pain. None. Isn't that crazy? So, still feeling, I've got the cat done. Look at the kitty cat. Cat is done. I just got to fill in some stuff over here, and then I'll be done. Yay! And then I'm going to show you tomorrow what my next project will be. I'm still going to be working on Alice Lost, but I'm going to kit up a new project. All right. Where do we go from here? Let's see. Okay. Diamond painting, diamond painting. Oh, Friday dance. Friday dance, Friday dance. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's all the dancing you're going to get out of me today. Oh, I got something to show y'all. Look, I ordered something really cool. And it came in the mail yesterday. Now, y'all know that I love Archer's Arts. The trays that I use the mini trays from Archer's Arts. Well, they came out with something new. So I wanted to show you guys what it is. I'm so excited. I know other companies have similar things, but I just love Archer's Arts. So see, it says, thank you for supporting my small business. And this is run by Jen Archer. They have a Facebook group, and there's a link in my description to that. Oh, I like the packaging. Very nice, very nice. So they have come out with these stackable containers that you can put the trays into. Look at this. How cool is that? Okay, we're gonna leave that. Well, let's take it out. So, and they come in different colors. They are $10 a piece. So I only ordered 3. But they seem to be really, really well made. I also ordered a new tray. I don't have this color. Yellow. Okay, I got a yellow tray. Okay, let's get the third one out. So I ordered, this one is translucent. They've got a lot of different colors to choose from. I can't even imagine how they make these. It just seems so cool. All right, and here is a blue one. So let's see, they're stackable. So oh, wrong way, huh? Oh my gosh, so nice. And then you can stack them this way, but you can also stack them this way. Look at this. so that you get, you know, you can go this way and you can go this way with it. How cool is that? But I only ordered 3. Because I want to see how I do with that. So like I could put a few drills in here and then stick this in here. Now how am I going to remember what, why is there a leaf? There's a leaf in the opening of that. That is so weird. I haven't been diamond painting outside. I swear to you. Okay. So you can put that in there like that. And then you can put some in here like this. Like that. Okay, so, how am I going to know what's what? I guess I'm going to have to label the trays. I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. Okay, guys, I need your ideas. If I'm going to use these 3 trays, and I do, when I have confetti, I like to have multiple trays going. How am I going to remember what's in each tray? Okay, I'm sure you guys will come up with some ideas, but how cool is this? I love it. I love it. It's so colorful too. It moves around a bit. It's not too tight. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we're going to put that right here for now so y'all can glance at it. I think it's a great idea. I just got to figure out how I'm going to keep track of the drills there. I'll figure out something. I will. Today is National Girl Scout Day, March 12th. Girl Scouts began in 1912 when Juliette Gordon Low organized the first Girl Scout troop. Now, raise your hand. Yes, I was a Girl Scout. My mom was a troop leader. I remember we had, when we lived in Jacksonville, we had Girl Scout cookies all over the house. Oh my God, just boxes and boxes and boxes of things, because she was a troop leader. But I remember, you know, standing in front of post offices and grocery stores and selling them daggum things. And today, oh my God, they're so expensive. They're like $7 a box or something like that. Like you can go on Amazon and get a 4-pack, like a 4 variety pack of Girl Scout cookies for $30. What? Yeah, $30. They weren't that expensive when I was selling them, but I'm ancient. Oh my God. So, but I had a lot of fun in Girl Scouts. I mean, it teaches girls to be confident. It teaches skills. You know, I had every badge that you can imagine. Photography and whatever. And, you know, going camping was always a blast. I learned to make s'mores. We always made this other thing where you take the foil and you would make a hamburger and you put the hamburger inside the foil, and then you would put some potatoes and carrots, and then you would, you know, and some onions if you wanted them, and then you would fold up the foil and put that over the campfire and cook it. Oh, it was delicious. I have all these great memories of Girl Scouts. I think I made it up to junior, and then I decided I was going to try cigarette smoking. So I skipped the Girl Scout troop meeting one day to go try cigarette smoking, and I got caught. So I don't smoke, number one. I didn't like it anyway. And I think I got kicked out of the Girl Scouts. But the motto is be prepared. Be prepared to get kicked out if you're going to try smoking instead of going to the meeting. And the slogan is to do a good turn daily. Aw, I like that. So they build courage, confidence, character, and they make the world a better place. That's where I got my character from, the Girl Scouts. Yep. Oh, man. Okay, where was I here? Oh, we were doing the P's. P, 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 P. Oh, I finished the second Bridgerton book last night. Oh, so good. And so, unfortunately, the third one is not available on Audible. So, I just went on Amazon and bought a hard copy. I'll just read the hard copy. It's not a big deal. I could have got it on Kindle, but that was a little bit more expensive. It was cheaper just to get the hard copy, and they had the Audible had the fourth book, but not the third book. That's strange. I don't know. Don't know why that is, but I just loved that book. The second book, the one that I just finished, is called The Viscount Who Loves Me, or something like that. And then the third book is about the second brother. So the first book, they're named alphabetically. So the first book was about Daphne Bridgerton. So there's your D. The second book was about Anthony, the oldest of the Bridgertons. And then the third book is about one that starts with a B, and I don't remember his name. But he doesn't play, you don't hear much about him in the first two books. So I'm curious to know where he's been. Anyway, so I did start the book, our book of our book club. It's now going to be book of the month because we're only meeting once a month. But so I started that last night. And then proceeded to fall asleep. I had such a headache. Oh my God. And everything, my whole body hurt. Yesterday was terrible. I felt terrible. I could not concentrate. I was dizzy. I slept most of the day. Today's going to be a better day. I just know it. It is. Because it's Friday. Okay, let's do Judge, Jury, and Journey. Woohoo! Okay. George Floyd murder trial. So, the third-degree murder charge has been reinstated. So that is back on the table. The appellate court made its final ruling, and the trial judge came in and said, "Okay, I'm bringing back this charge." So now the trial is moving forward. They have picked 6 jurors in total now. 5 of the 6 are men and 1 woman of color. And I forget the rest of the mixture. They're between 20 and 40 years of age. So we're going to have a trial, guys, and he's charged now with second-degree murder, involuntary. And I'm going to go over these later on when the trial starts. Second-degree murder, second-degree manslaughter, and third-degree murder. So the highest one is the second-degree, the involuntary second-degree murder. He can get 45 years for that. The third degree that was just reinstated, he could get 25 years for that. I forget what the manslaughter one. That's like in the middle. So that is the George Floyd saga. Let's move on to Teresa Sievers' murder trial. Oh my word, this thing is moving at a snail's pace. Oh my God. So yesterday I listened to the investigator from Fort Myers who traveled to Missouri. Now, they said that they got a tip, but they're not. I guess because of hearsay, I haven't heard what the tip was, but they were tipped off about Curtis Wainwright. So they travel to Missouri. They get a search warrant. They travel to Missouri, and with the assistance of the Jefferson County Police Department, they execute the search warrant. And I think in Wainwright's home there was computer stuff and there was cell phones confiscated. I don't, and they identified, well, there was a car in the driveway. I don't think they realized at the time that that was the car that they drove down to Florida in. I don't know why he still had this rental car, but anyway. So it really was not processed at that time. They took photographs of it because it was next to his property. He and his wife live in this trailer, and imagine her surprise. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, we're here to execute a search warrant, and she'd be like, honey, what did you do? What have you been up to? You got some splaining to do. Anyway, and I don't think at the time they were aware of this third guy. So the testimony is there's several trips back and forth to Missouri because they finally do become aware of this third guy. They get a search warrant for his home. His girlfriend just totally rats him out. She's sitting outside the house while they're executing the search warrant, and the Fort Myers cop tells her, listen, if you know anything, now would be the time to tell us, or else you might be charged with an accessory, and basically scares her to death. So she's like, oh yeah, I know where this is, and this is, and this is, and so she leads him to like all this evidence, like where he dropped a jumpsuit, which is odd because now there's been testimony that following the murder, the two men stopped at a rest stop in Florida and disposed of their jumpsuits. Now, at least Curtis Wainwright has said he put his in the trash, and he thinks that the other guy threw his on the ground. So I don't know what this other jumpsuit is. I don't know. But then they went to the company where this third guy worked, and that's another guy that took the stand. They brought him down from Missouri, and he said, yes, we have these jumpsuits, and they're pretty much available to anybody. You can change them out several times a day because they can get contaminated, and they encourage you to change them out. It's a battery recycling company, so they have to wear these protective jumpsuits. So that's where this third guy gets the jumpsuits that they wear into the house to protect their clothing from blood splatter, I guess. Yeah. So, really not much substantive. It's all substantive evidence coming in, but it's like photographs of where they lived. This woman who's, she led them also to where he dumped parts of his cell phone. Some other evidence as well. And the interesting thing is, later on, she calls the Fort Myers police department, and she gets hold of the detective that, she drove around to all these places, and she says to him, listen, I'm afraid for my life here. I'm scared, and I don't have anywhere to live, and I don't know what to do. And he says, well, I don't know what I can do to help you, but let me see. So he talks to his supervisor, and they find this witness protection program or witness assistance program or whatever it is. So they get her enrolled in this. They give her $1,000 for a first last and deposit on a new place, and she gets $400 a month to assist her for rental assistance. Now the defense brought out an interesting fact. She never moved, lives in the same place. The guy's in jail, so I don't know what she's afraid of. Maybe she's afraid that Mark Sievers will put a hit out on her. I don't know. But I mean, her boyfriend, the third guy and I apologize, I don't remember his name, Jerry or Jimmy or something like that, something with a J. Um, he's in jail. His trial is coming up too. Like, there's going to be a murder trial for him as well. Because, unlike Curtis Wainwright, he didn't turn state's evidence. He pled not guilty. So, but I just haven't heard anything other than Wainwright's testimony that ties Mark Sievers to this murder. But like I said, I found Wainwright to be quite credible. So, most of the evidence was geared, towards proving the physical murder of Teresa Sievers by these two gentlemen. And then they put on the stand a medical assistant that worked in Teresa Sievers' office. And she wasn't on the stand long, but boy, was she giving Mark Sievers the stink eye. She was like, if looks could kill, she'd have killed him on the spot. I don't like this coffee. I'll get used to it. So anyway, she testifies that on that Monday, Dr. Sievers had a 9 a.m. appointment, and she always has a 9 a.m. on Monday, and she's always there for her 9 a.m. She's never late. So when she doesn't show up, they get concerned, and they call Mark Sievers. So I think yesterday I said I wasn't sure what he was doing for a living. Apparently he was working in the medical practice doing the billing, so that's what he did for a living. So she calls him. He doesn't answer, but she gets him via text. And she's like, Dr. Sievers is not here. She missed her 9 o'clock. And he texts her back and says, I don't know where she is either. I've been trying to get a hold of her. And that's basically the testimony. I mean, literally, she was not on the stand long at all. So that is where we are at. This is going to be a very long trial because the prosecution is very meticulous. They really are. They're showing every piece of evidence. And the jury is very, I love the jury. There's one woman that, like, every day at a certain time, she's like, Judge, can you draw the blinds? Or she'll say, could you zoom that picture in? We can't, we need to see it closer. Like, she just interrupts whatever's going on and asks questions. I love it. That would be me. It really would be. Could you move over a little bit? I can't see. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's funny. So jury selection continues in the George Floyd trial, and I will continue to cover the Teresa Sievers murder trial. Meanwhile, Mark Sievers is still writing in his notepad. What he's writing, I don't know. God knows. Oh, goodness. So I want to talk a little bit about this day in history. Friday, March 12th, 2021. So it was 1 year ago. A year ago today was March 13th, Friday the 13th. We go into work The day before, they had declared a national pandemic, COVID. Uh, Back then, we were calling it the coronavirus. I don't think it had been named COVID yet, or maybe it had. I don't recall. I had already lost my ex-husband to the disease because they didn't know why he died. They had no idea. Back when he died in February, and when he died, the only questions that they were asking was, how you been out of the country? He hadn't been out of the country, so they just ruled it out. Um, but thinking back on it, they have now said it's probably COVID. But so we go into work that Friday, and the boss says, get all your stuff, be prepared to, um, work from home. It was a Friday, and she says probably by Monday they're going to give the work from home order. So just get your stuff and go ahead and take it home. Your computer, your whatever you need to work from home. And so we've been working from home for a year. 1 year today. And I love it. I do. I love it. But I mean, it took me a long time to adjust to it, to get into a routine. It, there was a lot of guilt that goes along with it because you're not. I can do in 3 or 4 hours what I used to do in 8 hours. But I would feel guilty because I wasn't sitting there for 8 hours. I'm salary anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. But it's just amazing when you don't have people socializing or chit-chatting, or you're having meetings, not really meetings, but you go in and catch up with the boss and blah, blah, blah. When that stuff's not going on, you get a lot of work done. You really do. And my job role changed during that period of time. I had knee surgery during that period of time. Did we even, a year ago today, who had ever heard of Zoom? Like, Zoom is like, I wish I had stock in Zoom. I don't know if it's publicly traded, but wow. Like, I remember Jennifer Roberts and I did this afternoon collab. We did it for a few weeks while we were doing our mystery diamond painting. And we kept saying, oh, it's not going to last that long. It's not going to last that long. But it did. And I mean, things are opening up now. People are getting vaccinated. I mean, everything's going in the right direction. Deaths are down. I think the president came on last night, and he did like a little speech to commemorate the day, and mentioned that over 500,000 people in this past year have died from this disease. More than World War I, World War II, Vietnam put together. Can you imagine? So I think we all know someone that had it, or we had it, or we lost someone to this horrible disease. And the sad thing is those people died alone. There was nobody to attend their funerals. It was just been a horrible, horrible year. One that I hope never repeats itself in my lifetime or my grandchildren's lifetime. Who knows the effect that it's going to have on our children, that they basically missed a year of school, maybe 2. Unless, you were really good at homeschooling, which a lot of us aren't. I would have been terrible at it. If my kids had been school age, oh my God, please. No, those kids would have suffered. Because I'm not a teacher. I don't have the patience for it. So, who knows the lasting effects of, not having those dances and football games and the socialization that goes with, growing up. Half of high school is, is socialization and growing up. There's a lot of education to it, yeah, but you can't make up for that lack of socialization. We know suicide rates are up because of people have been isolated and they've become depressed, or they were already depressed and they're now more depressed, and they didn't have an outlet. Thank God I have YouTube as an outlet. I think that probably saved my life, because it's terribly isolating not to be able to visit your friends, your family. So hopefully we have turned the corner, and like I said, not to be repeated in my lifetime. I really, really hope. So I don't want to end on a sad note. I could do the Friday dance again. Friday dance, Friday dance, do 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 do, Friday dance. I'm gonna finish this daggone painting. And I did not crochet yesterday at all. Last 2 days, like yesterday, I was so dizzy. I just could not concentrate on anything. I knew I was going to make mistakes. I got to talk to my girl, Crystal. I love you, Crystal. Anyway, check these out on Archer's Arts. I just think they're all amazing. Look, Jen, look, a place for your drill trays. The mini trays. Now they have these same ones for the bigger trays. If you like the bigger trays, they have these for the bigger trays. But I don't know, maybe I'll pick up a few more once I figure out how I'm going to label these. I don't know. They're sliding out kind of easily, aren't they? I don't know. It just feels kind of not as secure as maybe if I do this, it'll be more secure. Let's see. Yeah, see, that makes it a little bit more secure. I think you need both sides, yeah. Anyway, that's the show for today, guys. I love you all. I will see you tonight in Mickey Sunshine Creates. Okay, let's try that again. Mickey Sunshine Creates live at 7 p.m. Central. Jennifer Roberts, DP Addiction Adventures live at 8 p.m. Central, and I will see you tomorrow in the Saturday edition of the morning show. Take care, everybody. I love you. Bye.